Islam, Islam, Islam. So my weather on this side has gotten a little bit better. So I decided to go ahead and come up here and, talk to you guys tonight and go ahead and do it. So I know it's a little bit early. I normally come on at 7, but that's okay because I'm going to save this video, upload it to my YouTube channel so you guys will be able to share it, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a few moments. If you are already on, please say Islam, hey, how you doing? Say something, because I can't always see who's on and who's looking at the video or not. But if you are on, please say Islam or hey, how you doing? Something, shoot me, praying hands, something, so I know that you are on here. I know sometimes Facebook takes a while to let everyone know. Islam, but I'm excited. Hey, Auntie, I'm excited about tonight's topic. I know I'm early, but it's okay. If you're not able to catch this video this early, I'm gonna save it and upload it, so all is well. You'll be able to see it. I was gonna pre-record it, but it's just something different about sitting on live and talking to y'all. It's just different. It's just a different kind of energy versus me pre-recording something and then you guys are watching it later. But some of you guys have already been served your warrant for the case of the mistaken identity, okay? And I know y'all kind of like, what in the world did Sister Portercell tag me in? What is this case of the mistaken identity? What is she talking about? Well, what I'm talking about is that some of you are walking around here with ideas. Hey, Bright Bay. Some of you are walking around here with ideas, hey, honey, that are not your own, right? And so that's what the case of the mistaken identity is. You have taken on an identity of something else that is not Allah given, meaning God did not give you the kind of mind that you are walking around here with. And you know that when I do these online talks in this ministry, that in order to build up, we have to tear down what Allah did not give you, right? Because we can't build up or give you, what Allah has intended for you to have, and you got all this other shabby material of this world connected to you, okay, Islam? So with that being said, I'm going to briefly go over, peace and love, mama. I'm going to briefly go over 3 different kinds of women. Okay, I know it's early, but it stopped storming a little bit, so I want to come on here and talk. But I want to go over 3 different kinds of women and the mindset that they share. And I'm going to go over it briefly. I won't be up here long tonight. So I'm going to talk about the molder. I'm going to talk about the drama queen. And I'm going to talk about the controller. So for my people that are tuning into this live, I want you to grab a pen and a piece of paper to write some of this stuff down, okay? Because it might be for you. Allah might have a message for you, or maybe for someone that you know, okay? And when this live is ended, share the video so that way other people can see it as well. Tonight, I will not be coming from the Holy Quran or the Moorish Science Temple of America. Tonight, it's just going to be strictly you and I talking about these 3 personalities of women and the mind that they have took on. So here we have the molder. This is the woman that believes she can mold a man and change a man into being whatever it is she wants or needs for him to be. But what this particular woman needs to understand is that you cannot force or change someone to be something that they weren't meant to be. You wouldn't want somebody to force you to becoming or being something that is not yourself, right? So the molder is faced with a predicament because she sees and knows the kind of man that she is dealing with, but yet she refuses to accept him for who he is. Now, sometimes that can be a good thing and that can be a bad thing. Maybe he's an okay man, but he's just not up to your standard of what you think he should be. And then maybe he might not be. And then, you might have to, Islam, I'm just saying, you might have to. So what the molder needs to understand is that if you are a conscious being, and when I say conscious, you are a spiritual being that understands that Allah is God, right? That's all that means. Allah means God, that Allah is God. And we understand that because we have a higher self and a lower self, that the lower self, is there, is a sturdy foe that we all must conquer. I'm sorry. My lower self kind of got to me there. Must conquer. That you do away with some things in yourself. And so when you meet this particular man who is conscious just like you are, he should be striving as well. But if he's not striving like you are, then maybe you need to reevaluate the situation. Islam. Okay, so that's the molder. Now I want to talk about the drama queen. Now the drama queen is a little bit different, okay? Because here we have the molder who may be dealing with a man that is or isn't, hey sweetie, that is or isn't, you know what I'm saying, good for you. And then we have the drama queen who knows that the man is wrong for her, right? But she still feeds into it, right? Causing herself to turn into an endless hell loop constantly every day. And I call her the drama queen because you have to love it if you're going to keep going through it every day. Now, I took some notes here because when Allah starts downloading things in me, I don't be wanting to forget it, okay? But this particular individual, she comes with a lot of baggage. Now, I'm talking about 3 different types of negative women and their mindsets because, ladies, we got to tear down our way of thinking. We have took on ideas that God did not intend for us to have. These ideas are not our own, right? So that's why I'm going over these different kinds of women, because it needs to be brought to the forefront that, hey, these ideas that you have, they are not serving you. This is not what God has for you. This is not how God intended for you to be as a woman. We are the only creatures in nature that do what we want to do. Nature has its own balance and how it does things, but because the way our will is set up, we just do what we want to do, right? But when we do what we want to do, when I say do what we want to do, I mean a sense of we go against the grain when we understand that Allah has something different for us. And when we do that, we cause an imbalance and a disharmony in our life when we do that. So things are kind of up and down. Now, understand that things are going to happen in your life, right? That's uncontrollable. Life happens. There's no way around that. But some things are brought upon because you decided to go against the grain. So here we have the drama queen, right, who knows what this particular person is, who they are, and what they have constantly brought to the table, but she keeps bringing herself into this endless hell loop. Why? Because of the trauma within herself. She has come with baggage within herself. Islam. And understand, if you are Moorish and you're watching this and I say Islam, understand that Islam just simply means peace. That's it. Okay? It ain't nothing to it. It just simply means peace. So this is the drama queen. My most favorite, though, out of these 3 personalities, and the last one I'm about to get to, is the controller. Now, this woman is a special kind of woman. Why? Because on the outside, she comes off as having it all together. She has a good head on her shoulders. She may have a very good education. She might be well-mannered. She might be all these great things, right? And this particular woman, she may draw a very good man. He's not, I guess, what the world would deem perfect, right? But he is a very good man, okay? The problem with the controller is that she has set a standard that is not realistic. All I ever see is, oh, if you toxic, if you're doing this and you're doing that, then I'm going to cut myself off from you. But the truth is, this social media stuff has taught you to live by a standard that is not realistic. Why? Because as human beings, we are all flawed. And that's just the way that it is. So the controller is a little bit different because she doesn't understand 2 things: forgiving and forgetting. Okay? When you practice forgiveness, you also have to practice forgetting too. Why? Because forgiveness is like the scab over the wound that's being caused, right? But not forgetting leaves a scar. So you constantly are there to refer back to it. If what I'm saying is making sense to you. I'm a visual person, right? So when someone talks to me, I have to picture what it is that's being what is being said to me, because that's the only way that I understand it is by picturing it. So I'm going to say that again. The controller's problem is forgiving and forgetting. Okay? She has forgiven, but that puts a scab on it. She hasn't forgot, so it left a scar. And now she's referring back to this scar constantly and constantly and constantly and over and over and over again. And she is unable to move forward because of this scar. Because forgiving and forgetting come together. Now, I know social media says, I'll forgive, but I'll never forget. But we're talking about your relationship between the person that Allah has for you. Okay, so what I'm saying is, this is speaking from a viewpoint of someone that you know that Allah has set aside from you. I'm not talking about something that you put together yourself. I'm talking about something that you know that Allah has for you. Because we understand that when Allah give it to us, it'll stand as long as you want it to, right? Because as man, we still have free will. So even if Allah brings something together, you can tear it to pieces because you have the free will to do so. So I'm talking about an individual that you know that Allah has joined you two together, okay? This man loves you, right? He makes a terrible decision. I don't care what it is. We, as Asiatics, we automatically think cheating. And sometimes it's not always cheating, right? It could be he's terrible with money, or maybe he's insensitive, or maybe he got a mean streak, or, you know, it could be something along those lines. It's something that, you know, maybe causes a disharmony within you guys' union, right? But the controller, the second something is out of balance and in a disharmony, she wants to write the individual off. But the problem with the controller is she don't understand that she is flawed and she makes mistakes too. So although in her mind she feels as though she has forgiven, she hasn't forgotten. But these two things go hand in hand. So tonight was a short teachable moment. I just wanted to give my portion on those three kinds of women. And if they resonate with you, then there's a reason why they resonated with you. One of them, maybe none of them, or maybe all three of them. It's a reason why they resonated with you, right? You know, I'm here to spread the gospel, and the gospel is the good news. But, you know, in order to receive good news, you got to get yourself out of a negative place, right? You can't be in such a terrible place to really receive and take on the good news. When you are sitting around a bunch of people that share the same negative ideas you do, you don't understand that there's a change that needs to take place. So I wanted to share these three kinds of women: the molder, the woman that believes she can make a man change, the drama queen, the one that knows he's not going to change and continues to put herself through the same thing, and the controller. Islam, right, babe? I see you, sweetie. And the controller, the one that has a good man, but the second he steps out of her bounds, you know, she wants to do away with them altogether. So if one of these women, you know, sticks out to you, then you need to meditate, pray, you know, and act fast, however you do what you do, and ask Allah to really and truly speak to you inwardly about yourself, okay? I know sometimes it's hard, but it's not impossible. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. I know it wasn't as long as my other videos, but I just kind of wanted to get straight to the point on tonight. On the case of the mistaken identity. I'm glad you guys showed up to court on time today, right? Because if you didn't, it was going to be another warrant out for your arrest, okay? So I'm glad you guys showed up to court tonight for the charges that were filed against you of the mistaken identity, okay? So you are walking around here being somebody else, and sis, that is a crime to do that, okay? And you are walking around here being someone else that Allah did not call you to be, and it is a crime. Okay, so for those that were served their warrant and you came to hear, I appreciate it. As usual, I'm going to upload this video. I'm going to save it and I'm going to upload it. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do that, because I understand that everybody is on a different schedule, and I understand you won't be able to make all the lives. So I put the videos there for a replay so you can watch them at your later, you know, your latest convenience, earliest convenience, whenever you have time. So that's all I got for you tonight. Thank you. Antoinette, what you talking about? That's good. What you referring to? But that's all I got for you tonight. I appreciate y'all for watching, and just, think about that. Think about that. Which woman are you? Think about that. Okay. There's a call in the land. Allah is calling for a particular kind of person, a particular kind of people. And that's why our battles, our inner battles for those that are spiritual beings have been so hard, because he's trying to figure out who's going to stand with him. Okay. If you are a conscious being, then spiritually something is happening around us. I'm not talking about COVID. Okay. I'm not talking about COVID. Something spiritually is happening. And so Allah is, you guilty, huh? Okay, well, thank you for making your court case on time, okay? But there's something happening, in the land. And God is calling all of his believers to the forefront right now for what's going on. Those that are conscious and that know the way. And those of us that are conscious and know the way, it's our job to help our other brothers and sisters that may be still lost find their way, because we have the knowledge, right? So understand that, there is use and need of you. So when I have these Facebook lives, understand that this is for the benefit and the uplifting of the kingdom of God. But it's to also bring awareness. We get so lost in our lower selves sometimes that we think that God has sometimes forgotten about us and that he is non-existent, and that is not true. And trust me, even as I sit here on this camera talking to y'all, I go through that myself. It's a crazy, weird season that we are in right now. But if you continue to fight and press your way, you'll come out of it. If you are a part of the temple here in North Carolina that is governed by my husband and myself, we are starting a fast November 29th to January 8th. And we're doing that fast together as a temple. I really, if you are Moorish American, I know some of you watching are not Moors, and that's okay. But this is a temple fast that we're going to be doing from November 29th to January the 8th. And if this is something that you're interested in, inbox me and we can, talk about, what's going on. We're going to break fast January the 8th because, January the 8th is our prophet's birthday. And we always host a celebration on his birthday, but we're going to break fast together as a temple. But if you're interested, okay, I'll inbox you. If you are interested, just let me know and we'll talk about the particulars, but that's coming really, really fast. And understand that when you start a fast and your higher self knows what it wants to achieve, but your lower self knows where it doesn't want you to go, right? We understand that the lower self is a sturdy foe that we all must conquer. So with that being said, we have been telling our members to prepare themselves spiritually, okay? Because you have an adversary that does not want you to reach your highest heights, your degree that, God has for you, the level of elevation that, Allah has for you, right? And that's another thing. I'm going to speak on this really briefly and I'm going to let y'all go, okay? Allah's talked to me about mountains. And, we always look at mountains. Scripture says that you can say to this mountain, be moved, and it'll move. But Allah said to me, that mountain was put there for your elevation. The problem is that you don't want to climb it. So I hope that resonates with someone. The mountain was not there to cause you a problem. It was there to elevate you and to bring you closer to Allah. But some of us see the mountain and see it so big that we get intimidated by it and we feel some kind of way about it. But that wasn't the purpose of the mountain, okay? The mountain was there for elevation. Right? But you don't want to put in the work to reach that level of elevation, because when you look at it, you realize all of what you got to do to get there. So I hope that tidbit, blesses someone. That's always my prayer when you embark on these lives, is that whatever I'm bringing forth, it helps you in some way, even if it's in a small of a way. It helps you in some way, and it keeps you at least to the following Thursday till we talk about something else, okay? So I'm gonna go, I'm gonna save this live and I'm gonna upload it. Remember to share it. Maybe somebody else might need to hear what's being said, and maybe they need that portion. When you go to my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, so that way if you're not able to catch the lives, you can still catch the videos, okay? Bright Bay, I'm gonna hit you up and send you the information for the fast. Islam, peace.